This is 642 North Oxford. Do a quick walk through here and show some of the work that we're going to be doing for the rehab. We've got a few locations you can see at the top here in the gable. Some of the siding has come loose. We'll take care of reattaching those. We've got some gutters on the south side that have come loose and have caused some of the water problem in the basement. For the most part, the house isn't in bad condition. We've got some trim work we're going to do on the bushes, trim it back to the fence. You'll see that in the backyard more so than out front. Screen door's in good shape. Front door here is in good shape. Just going to paint that. Carpet is unbelievably in good condition. We're going to have that professionally cleaned. We have a carpet cleaner that does a fantastic job even with stains, and this carpet, we haven't seen anything ugly on it at all. The screens are all missing, so we've got 6 screens to do in the house, but the windows we've checked all seem to be in good working order. Again, you might notice the carpet is in very good shape. So as I walk through here, you've seen one bedroom. Here's a second bedroom. We're missing a cold air return vent. Floor one, we'll have to get one of those. We have actually one other one that's the same size. But closet, doors in working condition. The paint on this floor, except for the bathroom, is again in good condition. We're just going to do a color match and do a touch up and patch holes where we need to. Bathroom, again, fairly good condition. We've got some ugliness around the edge of the tub, but we'll scrape and peel the old caulking off. Somebody used caulking instead of the proper silicone, and we'll clean the mold, silicone it properly, put a new handle on the tub, and then check everything else out. But it looks like we've got working plumbing and through the house, at least, I'm sorry, on this floor of the house. Here we have another HVAC vent, floor vent that's missing. Small dining room. Again, you can see the screens are missing. Here's where we've got a little bit of ugliness going on. There's a leak. It looks like it's around the drain baskets, and we'll pull those off, seal them properly, and put them back on. We're going to replace the countertop just because of the crack in it and the moisture that's got in it. The cabinet itself we're going to try to save, and even though it's ugly, we're going to replace that bottom. We'll clean the mold and kill it, and then spray the inside of the cabinets with kills. But we will replace that countertop and get rid of the cracked and the moldy sections that's around the edge of the sink where it wasn't sealed properly. One thing I noticed that we're missing here is a electric plug for the stove, but they have gas and electric for the stove, so I'm assuming we'll just leave that the way it is. They'll have to get a gas stove. Here is the laundry room and the back door. This back door has quite a few dents in it. Somebody's even run screws through it to keep it closed, but it's not overly beat up. We're going to try to save it. We'll put some new weather strip in, paint it, clean it up. You can see they've got some weather strip problems going on here where it looks like dogs have chewed on it, and they've actually had some break-in attempts. We'll walk out here. We've got a minor trash out of things, front porch, back porch, just a handful of items inside. But you can see the landscaping is, again, not overly bad, but it needs some attention. And I'll step down here so you can see the gutters on the south side where they're coming away from the edge of the house, and we'll put new gutter hangers up, clean the gutters, and make sure they're all working properly. We've already talked about calling IPL. IPL will do a trim, a free trim on the trees for any limbs that are touching their lines. So we'll take care of that first day on the job. And lock this back up. Now we'll go to the basement. This basement door is broken. It's delaminated. We're going to replace that. It's a 28-inch door. Again, the basement is the worst spot we have here. It had approximately 2.5 to 3 feet of water in it. The hot water tank has been floating and it's toppled, so we're sure the elements are shot in it. We'll replace that, reconnect it to the water lines, and fix that. There's an open water line down here which may have been the source of the water problem, or another source of the water problem. The furnace is a big question mark. This is an electric furnace. You can see by the styrofoam beads how high the water was on this. The fan may or may not work. The heating element itself was above the water, but we're not sure about the fan at this point. So we'll test that, and then we will make provisions and get authorization if it needs to be replaced. But you can see there's a lot of mud going on in this basement. We'll clean this floor, clean the mud out. There is a sump pump over in the corner here. We'll get that working and get the basement power washed and get the mud cleaned out. And then we've got some major mold issues. Again, that's because of the water that was down here, and it looks like there may have been a leak in this area, spraying water up there and feeding this mold. So we will scrape the mold, kill the mold, and then we're going to kills spray the entire basement, the floor joists and the walls. And there's actually another water tank. The electric box is, the plywood's loose from there. We'll remount that and make that secure so that the electric panel can't fall and cause a hazard. There's, I think, 4 or 5 ductwork tubings that are disconnected, or the boxes are broken, so we'll take care of getting those fixed. Electric boxes that are open, electric lights that are hanging down, things like that. So we get those taken care of. Those are quick and easy knockdown items. But the basement is the ugliest part of this house. So I'm going to go back up, and I believe that's all of it for 642 North Oxford.